So welcome back to the channel, guys. In this video we will gonna learn about email to case. So let's start the video. So imagine you have purchased a mobile phone and a few days later you experience an issue with the battery. Instead of visiting the company's website, you simply send an email to support@company.com. And after that, within a few seconds, Salesforce automatically creates a case from that email. The support team can now track the issue, communicate with the customer, and resolve it efficiently. In simple words, email to case is a Salesforce feature that automatically creates case records whenever customers send email to a configured support email address. So, without the email to case, support agents always need to monitor the inbox of their email. And after reading the email from customers, they had to manually create case records in Salesforce, and also important emails can be delayed or maybe missed. With email to case, cases are created automatically, emails are attached to the case, customer communication stays organized, support teams respond faster, and manual work is reduced. Now let's see how email to case works. The process is very simple. First of all, a customer sends an email. After that, Salesforce receives that email. Email to case processes the message and create a new case record in the Salesforce org, and the email becomes part of the case. The support team starts working on the issue. So that's how the email to case works. Every future reply from the customer is automatically added to the same case, keeping the conversation in one place. So let's move on to the Salesforce org and let's see how we can create a email to case and how the records are getting created in our case object. So now I am in my Salesforce org, and to create a email to case, first I need to go to the setup, and here I need to search email hyphen, and you can see email to case in the service. So let me click on this. I need to continue here. So let me check on this checkbox and let me continue here. So now you can see enable email to case is disabled here. So let me click on this edit button and let me enable this. Okay, and you can see there are multiple more options. So let's see if there are more options we need to enable. Let's check on this email on demand service. So what is this email on demand service? This is the easiest and most commonly used option. Salesforce hosts the email service for you. No software installation is required. Simply configure the routing address and you are ready to go. So this is the option most organizations use. So we will gonna use this on demand service too. And here you have the option like, so if your Salesforce or email rate limit has been finished, then what should happen? The message should be bounce, or the message should be discard, it may be requeue. So I am leaving it as the bounce message, and if a sender which is sending the email is an unauthorized sender, then what will happen? Then the message should be discarded. You can also choose some other option too, like you can also bounce the message, but I'm leaving it as the discard message. And here there is an option of like you can notify the sender about email to case. So I am not checking this for now. So let me click on save, and here you can see a warning. I'm getting a warning. Salesforce now sends email only from verified domains. Okay, and to avoid delivery failures, verify your email domain or enable your substitute email sending domain. So this is something new which Salesforce introduced. To send an email from Salesforce, you need to verify your domain. So for that, what I will do, I will just search for organization wide addresses, and here you can see I have registered an email. So if you have not registered any email in your organization wide address, you should do it. Okay, so to add an email address, you just need to click on add button, and you need to write a name, and you need to provide the email address you want to add here. So whatever the email you send from your Salesforce org will be sent from that email only. Okay, then you can allow all profiles and you can then save it. After saving it, the status will not be verified yet. You need to verify it by going to your email inbox and click on the link to verify this. Okay, after your email address gets verified, you can go back to the steps we were doing. Okay, so let me go back to my email to case here. So here, so you can see there is an option of routing addresses. There is a pick list where we have two options, email to case and Outlook. So we are using email to case here. Okay. So let me click on new and let's create a routing address. So here I need to provide a name first. So let me choose support email. Now I need to provide the email address too. So let me choose my email address. So this is my email address I'm using. I'm not using any permission set, so I'm not checking this one. and here is an option to save the email headers. If you want to save the email headers, you can just check on this, and there is an option of accept email from. Okay, you can provide your own addresses from where you want to accept the email. Like if I want to accept the email only from gmail.com domains, then I will receive only from the gmail.coms. But if you leave this box blank, then you can receive email from any domain. Okay, so I'm leaving this box blank, so because I want to receive email from any domain. Okay, and you can also create a task when you receive an email. Okay, so I'm not creating a task for now. So here you can see the case will gonna generate from this. So for case, I will gonna choose a user which will gonna be the owner. Okay, whenever a case will get generated, Sachin Singh will gonna be the owner of that case, and the case priority will gonna be medium, and the case origin will gonna be email. Okay, and you can leave the flow settings. You don't need to configure it. Okay, so let's save this, and here you can see it is asking me to verify this email address. So let me click on verify, and now let me click on continue, and let's go to the email address and verify it. So you can see this is the email I received. I just need to click on this link to verify this. Okay, so let me click on this, and I need to click on this to verify my email address. So it might ask you to log in again. Okay, so let me log in and then continue. Now my email has been verified. So let's go back to that page and refresh that page. So I'm back to my page, and let me refresh this page, and you can see now the status is verified. So let's go back to email to case, and let me refresh this. So now here you can see a new routing address has been added here, and this is an email address which I got from this. Okay, so I will provide this email address to my customers whenever they want to raise a case through an email. They need to send the email to this email address. Okay, so let me copy this one, and let's try to send an email to this email address, and let's see if my case get generated or not. So let me open an email address. So this email address I'm gonna use. So let me compose, and in the two I will gonna paste that email address, and my subject will gonna be my case subject. Okay, and there will gonna be a body too. So let me write anything here. So I have written something, so let me click on send button. So my email has been sent now. So let me go to my home page of my Salesforce org, and let me refresh this, and let me go to the cases, and in the cases I need to go to my cases, and then you can see my case subject case has been generated here. Let me open this case, and now you can see the web email is this one from which I sent it the email, and the web name is Sachin Singh, and the date and time is also here, and also you can see the description which I have written in my email body. Okay, and this is the subject. So that's how you create a email to case, and you can see there is an option of emails here. So let me click on this, and you can see this is the email which is sent it by my email, and now I have received the email here. So now if I just go to this I option and will click on this view email, you can see the email has been opened here, and I can also reply to this email. Okay, by clicking on this button. Okay, you can see I'm having an option to reply here, so I can write any message. So I have written an email, thank you for your message, and let me click on send again. Okay, so let me go to my email, and let me refresh my email. And if I did not receive the email in my inbox, I can go to spam, and you can see I am receiving an email here. So this is the email I received. Thank you for your message. So you can also send the message back from your Salesforce org. So now if I come back to my cases, and let me open that case again, so you can see in the emails, uh, this is the message I received at first, and this is the reply I have given. So all of the history is saving here. So that's how you can see all the emails, all the conversation of the email here too. So that is all for this video, and I hope now you understood how to create a email to case. And if you found this video useful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next lesson.